Hello guys and welcome to today's video. Today, well, as we know, actually is Raihan. It's tomorrow and it's full. Since what comes up tomorrow, I should just lay down my predictions now because after noticing like very specific details, I think I figured out the entire battle. And I mean I think I figured out the entire thing. I'm usually right, but I think I actually might have this pretty like done. So in this video, we're going to be talking about, we're going to rewatch the previews, break down some of the scenes in the preview, and then once we've done that, we're going to go over the Pokemon that they are both using, and then I'm going to explain the matchups, the gimmicks they're going to be using, and who's going to win. So yeah. So yeah, guys, let's first of all rewatch these previews, and then from there, guys, we will figure out what will happen. So yeah, as we obviously have this. We actually walking into Wyndon. So that's just for actually for the Gunning Death. So then we see Ash's rank, and oh my god, this is the last match that Ash can have. If he loses this match, it's his road to the Master State is over. And of course, Raihan, we know, is rank 8. And we saw this, and he did indeed lose to Leon off screen in his gym. And now here's the battle. Here's the cut of the battle. So we have the Lucario versus Duraludon, Flygon fighting Dragonite, and then Dragonite fighting Flygon, and then Gengar. Gengar is one of the key things here because I figured something out. Okay, so if we slow this, guys, we can figure this out. So we go from the battle. So that's probably when Raihan's commanded G-Max move. Then we have Lucario's in double team. But here's the thing, right? This is the key thing. His aura isn't off in this shot yet. If you remember, right, guys, in the later shots, we see the aura surround Lucario, so this is probably around the start of when they battle. And then we have Flygon setting up a sandstorm, which we don't know if it's at the start or when it is. I'm assuming it's at the start. Then we see the sandstorm struggling with Ash. Dragonite gets hit by Steel Ring there onto the ground, but I don't think he's going to go down because I think this happens later. Well, when I go to predictions, I'll go talk more about it, but yeah, I think this happened later in the Flygon vs Dragonite match. Also, but the key shot with the Gouda thing is that Ash has lost the Pokemon by this point, and I think I know which Pokemon it is just by working out some stuff. And then of course we have Gengar using Ice Punch on Flygon. But here's the thing, right? We've seen extended shot of that in the other preview, which we'll go over in a sec. And then this is Raihan. I'm assuming this is probably when he's G-Max just after his G-Max Duraludon, I reckon, or at some point, or maybe when after struggling with the sandstorm. That's probably when I expect this to go down. And then you see there's the aura. There's the aura from Lucario, and he's using G-Max Steel, and he's using Max Steel Spike against Lucario. So yeah, and then of course his aura's going off here, and then of course that's Draco Meteor. That is Dragonite's Draco Meteor. I do reckon that is Draco Meteor. And now this shot, I'm telling you, is going to throw us off. Because after figuring out something, yeah, no, this shot might happen at the start. Because I'll explain that one. When I go for the second preview, I'll explain it. But yeah, guys, let's go to the second preview, guys. So then, yeah, according to the battle, we had this flying hard, and then we had this part again. That there's a key shot, and then we had and then we have seen Gengar get freaking slapped, and of course we see that's the aura stuff. And yeah, there's the thing. Okay, so if we slow this down now, guys, I figured it out. Okay, I'll talk this out right now, actually. We slowed it, right? So we're gonna watch this slow down. So of course this is when they're fighting, and now I should explain because we have Raihan going surf. I think it's raining. Now, this is the key shot. Because look at the back out on Ash's board. Ash is down a Pokemon while the Sandstorm is still up. Which means Gengar or Dragonite goes down without getting a single KO. And I personally believe it's Gengar, and I'll explain it when I get to the matchups. But yeah, this is the thing that, like, look at Gengar, right? He's struggling to land Ice Punch. And then again, Flygon is just battering it with Dragon Claw, and Mew Sword on the other one is battling it with Steel Wing. But yeah, I think, and then after that the Dragonite coming in, which I think he'll be I think he'll come in later in the battle, and a lot of people think he'll come in. And then of course we have this, which we have. This, I have no idea what this is. This red aura thing going on around. I do not know what that is. That could potentially be his G-Max move. I don't know. But that is Aura Lucario, and he hasn't Mega Evolved yet. But I think they're just hiding it because, well, let me go into matchups, because I think this is what I think is going to be going down in terms of the matchups, guys. So I think the first matchup will actually surprise a lot of people. I think the first matchup, just start looking at the board, right? Just start looking at the board behind Raihan. I think Ash is going to use Gengar first. This sounds crazy because a lot of people are saying that Dragonite is going to be one that doesn't get zero KOs, but I completely disagree. The Dragonite hasn't had a moment in the Hyperclass yet, so it would make no sense if Dragonite lost here. So what I think will happen is that Gengar will fight Flygon first. It will of course struggle, and one trying to go for Ice Punch, he won't be able to land it, and he will get knocked out by a Dragon Claw or a Steel Wing. So yeah, that's what I think will happen. Yeah, so yeah, Raihan will take the first KO because obviously the Sandstorm is still up. The next fight, of course, we know what the next fight's gonna be, guys. Dragonite versus Flygon will be next. That'll be the next fight, and I reckon Dragonite will struggle at first with the Sandstorm, which is the moment when he gets hit by Steel Wing. But once he figures it out, Dragonite will take down Flygon. Now, because yes, I think Dragonite will not take down Flygon. So yeah, so both are, if you're following, Gengar will fight Flygon first, and lose. Dragonite will come in, take down Flygon, and then fight Goodra, which we haven't seen the fight yet, but I'm assuming it's Goodra. And Ash hasn't lost Dragonite at the time when he's using Surf, so I reckon it'll be a double KO. I think Dragonite and Goodra will knock each other out after a lot of damage, because Dragonite will be battered from the battle with Flygon and the battle with Goodra. So yeah, Dragonite will stay undefeated because he will draw with Flygon, and then the final matchup will be Lucario versus G-Max Duraludon. And yes, I really thought with G-Max Gengar, but after seeing that board, I think the final battle, guys. I think the final battle will be. I think eventually Lucario will Mega Evolve and fight against Duraludon, and yeah, Ash, I do believe will indeed win this fight against Raihan, putting him in 8th place. And so yeah, overall, if we want to go match up one more time, I'm going to say it's going to be Gengar versus Flygon first. Gengar will lose, but do damage. Dragonite will take down Flygon and draw with Goodra. And then Lucario will take down G-Max Duraludon. That is my prediction for the battle in terms of the fight. Yes, and yes, in terms of the gimmick, Ash will be using Mega Evolution, and Raihan will be using G Dynamax. And of course, like I said, Ash will win this battle. Gengar, unfortunately, I do see losing because here's the thing with Dragonite. Dragonite hasn't had that defining moment yet, like in terms of the Hyper class, because we had Pikachu with Volkner, Lucario with B, Gengar with Marnie, and then Drasna with Dracovish and Surfetch. So I do not see Dragonite just losing straight away. I think that's more gonna be Gengar's gonna lose, but then Dragonite's for the MVP and takes down two of Raihan's Pokemon, and then Lucario just finishes up Duraludon. But yeah, overall, and if you want some other predictions for this episode, I'm not just gonna talk about the battle here. I think maybe all members of the market will be revealed. I think at least one member will be revealed, and that's gonna be Alan, because we have heard Alan has been confirmed, and he'll be shown at the end of 109. So yeah, if you're gonna have a guess, I think we will see the rest of the Master Day in this episode, but yeah, honestly, yeah, I'm so excited for this episode tomorrow, and I honestly think, guys, I've actually got this whole thing right. I think I figured out everything. Of course, if we wanted to go in a bit more detail, Raihan will use Sandstorm and Flygon, and then basically as soon as Flygon faints, he's gonna select Rain Dance. So Gudra doesn't take the Sandstorm damage. That's what I think. That's what Raihan will do. And then of course Ash will find a way around and defeat him. But anyway, yeah guys, until the next video, I'll see you again very soon.